Hey folks, welcome aboard Flight 5800. We're going from Detroit to Westchester County, back home. A quick flight. We have some weather up north in basically the whole New York area is getting dumped on right now. A lot of rainstorms and stuff like that. So frontal system's moving through. We're going to jump in and let's get this aircraft ready to go. So let's get in the flight deck and we will start this puppy. Couple things we want to start here first. We do not have any ground power on the aircraft, so this is going to be a just one of those. We'll disconnect the GPU because we don't have it. So no GPU today and none of that. So we're just going to actually do an APU start. First thing we want to do is throw the battery switch to the on position. Now I can't see, so I'm going to flip that on. I just locked it, just so you know. I've got annunciator lights, we've got DC power. We're going to go ahead and check our EMR power right now. Yep, those, the bottom annunciators shut off, so that's what we want to see here. We're going to go ahead and throw the start pump to the on position, and we're going to come over here and start the right pump on. And before you do anything, we got to check the power on the aircraft, at least the fire warning.
Fire, left engine.
Good, cleared.
Fire,
Bell
right
cut.
engine.
Come on the overhead. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lights on. All right, let's go ahead and shut these off. Bingo, bango, APU coming online. Right here, you start 1, 1000, 2, 1000, 3, 1000, 4, 1000, 5. Back to run. Give it a second. Let it spool up. As it spools up, we're gonna go ahead and get Cliff running. Hopefully he decides he wants to work today. All right, the back APU is starting somehow, maybe. I don't know what's going on with it. There we are. Good. Here it's lighten up. There it goes. So I'm going to turn this over to the APU. We got volts coming up. Now we got our frequencies coming up, and we have the available light on. So let's go ahead and drive and get some AC power on the aircraft. 1,
Autopilot.
2.
Autopilot.
All right, we're good to go. It's set up. Let's go ahead and get Cliff running. We've got ATC on as well, so we'll get that going. And then we'll get everything where we need to go. Let's start setting up. Okay. So he said Roger on this. That means I've got to change the speakers to that headset. And that should do it from now.
Audio test complete. Audio test complete.
Okay.
Audio test complete.
Okay.
Audio test complete.
Okay. Jeez, lady. How many times I'm going to say audio test complete today? Okay. While I'm thinking about it, I'm going to go change my controls to the MD-80. They are not on the MD-80, just the rudder is, but the yoke is on the 730. So we got to throw it to the MD-80. And everything else should be clear and good to go. Yep. Perfect. Okay, he's going to do his flows. We're going to do ours. We're going to jump right into the FMC. We've got, I'll shut this off here. We've got MD-83. AIRAC is good October to November. Position initialization. We're going to go Kilo DTW. Get this thing configured. Throw that in there. Last position. Drop it in. Okay. Now, I've got a PDC that just popped up, so let's go ahead and check it out. This is a call sign 5800 equipment is MD-83. Departure, destination, HPN. We're going to go route Howie 4, the Lincoln, JHW, Valerie 5, altitude 350, squawk 7457. So we'll throw that squawk in there. 7457 on the squawk code. 7457. I'll just drop that in there for now. Clear that way for departure Lincoln. I've got it. Climb via the SID. Expect 350. Departure frequency 135.0. Plan 21 right. SID. Speeds apply. Center 135. Taxi. Roger. Okay, so everything is good there. We're going to go ahead and actually program what we had. So I'm going to click route. And I'm actually going to do a full route, company route here today. Kilo HPN. HPN right there. I want to just jump that in there. Okay. One thing I'm going to do, paperwork. That's like, does anybody guess that there wouldn't be paperwork here? There is. Lots of paperwork. We are going this one, 7350 in there. That's fine. All right, let's go ahead and get the fuel truck rolling while I get this deal. We're going to do catering first, so we request our catering service. Okay. While the catering service gets going, we're going to go ahead and drop down here and just get the weather in for Detroit. ATIS, we have 27013. Gusting 23, 10 miles visibility. Few clouds. Right now at 035, we're doing scattered at 055. 13 over 6. Altimeter coming in 2975. Now they're going to give us 21 right. Let's see what the heck that is. 21 right. We are. That's going to be better if we go 21 left. That's all right. They might give us the 21 right. We'll have to taxi over and all the way up and around. They might dispatch us on 21 left. I don't know. We'll see. Right now we'll plan 21 right and we'll go from there. That's what our clearance has to say. So he said, yeah, 21 right it is. Okay. So let's plan 21 right. They could give us 21 left and then we'll have to just switch it. So let's do that. Pull up my flight plan, folks, and let's check what we got.
Hi, Captain. How are you feeling today?
Doing well, thank you. I bet you we get catering on the aircraft. But now that door should have opened. They should do auto doors. I don't know why they're not doing that. They did. Waiting for your action. I did. It's supposed to do it for me. Is there another way I can do it? Can we get it from the inside? Nope. Dang it. Can't do it. And a collision light's on, that's why. Really? We got the chocks on the airplane. Come on. close. Dang it, I just had it. There we are. That's because it wasn't shocked. All right, back to this. We're going to go runway 21 right. Departure, we're doing the Howie 4 departure. Lincoln transition. JHW, which is Jamestown. Just make sure, right? Yep, that is correct. And we're going to click the route. Then we go to the arrivals. Arrival page, we're doing the Valerie 5 DNY transition right there. Probably going to be on 16. Click route, activate, execute, craft coming in. Our 0-308-1093. Fuel schedule at 20.3 / alpha. Reserves 6,000. Cruise altitude 350. Cruise wind 243.89. Icy deviation, we're looking at minus 45 at an altitude, plus 10 degrees. So that's going to be right there. There you go. Takeoff, we'll stop it. And let's go ahead and plug in some paperwork, and I'm going to call in. Let's call in a fuel truck, and we'll go get our rest of our paperwork. How's that? Request refueling.
Pull up.
Thank you.
Terrain.
It's coming over there. Weight balance is coming in. We're going to go ahead and pull in the OFP. Now, obviously, we're going to change things. So our forward is going to be 10,300. Aft is 2940. That will give us our exact weights, and we're doing good. 14.1. Yeah, it's pretty much the same for the bags now. We got it dialed in, so we kind of every flight we know what it's looking at. Okay, 14.1, 109, takeoff weight 128, and I've got a takeoff weight set at 128.8. That's about right, guys. Good. This is how much fuel we're putting in. What did I say? 1,700, 1,759. Yeah, let's do 1,800 in the center. Okay. There we go.
System test. Okay.
Thank you. Performance coming in. Detroit. It's 555, so we're going to call that good. Alright, and the winds are 27013. Outside air temperature is pushing 13 degrees. We're going to go 2-1 right. Flap, we're going to drive to 11. It's kind of standard for us right now. And then
Landing gear.
2975. NIS is off, packs are on. We're going to take off with 128,000. 128.8 to calculate. There we go. Now these are not final numbers. I'm just kind of looking. I got a cell temp of roughly 49. It looks like 123, 136, 145. V flaps 150, slats 189, and then maneuvering 232 once they're up. So when we're passing
Restart check
knots,
completed to the line.
190 knots, can pull the slats up. Force normal takeoff card. Actually, I'm just going to do that. All right, good. Back to the nitty-gritty. All right, we're getting fuel. Looks like we're getting fuel. That's right. Beauteous. You can see the fuel tanks going up. All right, that's clear. I'm going to go ahead and cage. I'm going to do our flows. There's a few things to get cracking before we get underway. Okay, we can board them. I don't know if the team's ready, but we can start boarding them if they're here. What the goal is to be ready before they show up. You want to have this airplane configured and everything ready to go. We're at 14.1 on the trim, so all right there with flaps 11. We're going to set this. Good. Coming up. And that's going to go valve open. It's going to drive it right open. That's what we want. That's a pressurization valve. There we go. Coming down here, that's off. Those two are on. Centered. I'm good. I will check Cliff. Just make sure he just right the thing right. I never trust this guy. Galley power's on. Oh, we're good on that. Good on the fuel. Emer lights, they are armed. Seatbelts coming on. All right, we're gonna go ahead and clear this. We're doing a 430 something feet. Right about there-ish, and we're looking at a weather here at our destination. I just need an altimeter setting. Um, $295. Okay, rate limiter is good. Let's start standby off. Check that. And you go right back to primary. Clear. Alright, it's a little on the warm side, so we're going to go ahead and a little on the cold side. It's 15 degrees Celsius in the cabin. So I'm going to turn on the APU, bleed air. Throw the bleed air on, and we're going to go ahead and unlock the door. And we are ready to get the passengers on. Nice. So getting the fuel. I said we're doing 20,000 pounds. Okay, one last thing I want to do is go to my sim brief. And then we'll call Detroit Tower. I'm doing my sim brief stuff. We'll go ahead and call the paperwork up, and then we'll do our checklist. I'll be rocking and rolling here shortly. Okay, populate from the last. We'll show the options. We are in an MD-83. It's Detroit 2-1 right. Feet, pounds. We got the weight setting. Flaps are going to be 15 set or 11. Full flex, auto on the bleed setting, anti-ice is auto, anti-ice is off. We have winds are good, outside air temperature is good, conditions are wet, we're going to force wet. I saw the FICON 555 here in Detroit, so we're going to use, I'm just going to verify that, folks. I'm going to go to info NOTAMs, and then this is on my Navigraph app. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, see, all apron, all FICONs, patchy wet observation. Looks like we've got a braking action of 555. So it is going to be wet. We'll just do that. Enable, we're going to disable the improved climb. We'll click calculate. See what we got. Text. All right, I'm showing Taurus 8500. We're looking at flaps 11, bleeds are auto, and they're giving us a cell temp of 50. With good 136, 39, 44, 136, 144, that's very close. And then a margin of 48 feet. If we stopped at B1, we'd have 48 feet of positive margin to stop. I'm good with those numbers, folks. Let's go ahead and dial them in. So I've got 123, 136, 145. 123, 136, 145. Done. Back to the legs page. Sorry, you can see a darn thing. All right, we're gonna go down here. Art switch is on. Takeoff flex on. We're gonna go 49. Now, normally, probably wouldn't be a good idea to flex if it's not wet, but How we doing on the gas? We're done. All right, let's board them. What time is it? Let's go ahead and set this.
Hi, the security and safety check
There
are
we
all
go.
done. Are we good to start boarding?
Yes. I don't think she heard me. Yes.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and call for that. Boarding's coming next. And then we'll get out of here in pretty good sign. All right, I'm going to go ahead and request. All right, while that's coming in, I'm going to go ahead and tune to Detroit Tower 135.00. Takeoff on armed. 135.00. Flip it
7
over.
right, Delta 1042.
Okay. So airport information. Let's look at the Howie 4 departure. I'm going to do this with you. So let's do this brief together. Looks like we've got to stay below 7,000 feet. So I'm just going to plug that in there. We'll arm it. Q. All right, let's go back to the. Do you want to board crew? No, buddy. We're on the aircraft already, buddy. All right, come down here. Let's go to our charts page. We've got Detroit
Passengers
coming
bus
in.
is coming.
Sid, we're doing the How 4. I'll go ahead and lock it up, close. So this is where we're at. 2-1 is going to be a departure to the south right here in this. We're going to do 166. It looks like 2-1 right. We're going to go 175, hitting an altitude pretty much right after 400. We'll start to climb. It doesn't say any restrictions on that. So basically we're going to go 175. And then we're going to turn out, we'll be 216, and then we're going to go 175 to Winers, or Winners, and then UC, Surf, top altitude 7,000 feet. Like I said, bottom altitude 7,000 feet, so we set that. And then we're going to go to Howe, and then from there we break off, we go to Lincoln. Top altitude is 17,000. It is not for us. We're going to 2-1 right. Climate heading 216. Intercept course 175 to cross Winners at or above 2,500. At or below 230 knots. Then track 094 across UC at or above 4,000. Then on track 84 to cross Surf at 7. And then we'll track it outbound from there. Looks like climb gradient here 221 left and right. Standard with minimum climb 500 feet a minute to 1,146 feet. So ground speed is going to be right around 200. Looks like 1,600. We can definitely do that on this aircraft. Okay, that's good. Right back to Detroit. Let's go to the taxi page. We're going to go ahead and click that. There we are. So what we want to do is here, we're going to be setting right in this range right here. We'll taxi out. We won't need to push, we'll just kind of do a turn, and then maybe I'll get a push. We'll see. I might have to push. Anyway, putting on Sierra 5, maybe we go across and then
Hey, 442, go ahead.
PD said 22 left during taxi instructions. You said 22 right. Just want to make sure.
Anyway, that's what we're planning on.
Left.
So
Hey,
we'll see.
22 left. Appreciate you checking. This is what you get when the air controls the tower randomly.
No, all good, all good. Yep, we're gonna go 22 left.
All right, any questions for the debrief? For the briefing? Should be good. All right. Weather's fine. Like I said, we had some FICON stuff, but nothing bad. Run approach, run departure.
Go ahead. No questions.
Okay, thank you. Good stuff, folks. All right, I'm gonna run. I got a speed of 145. It should be. 145 is set. I'm gonna go ahead and toga, take off, good. Lights are on the ground. We're ready to go. They've done their walk around. FO's done it. So we are all set, ready to go, folks. Let's run our checklist. Pre-start check below the line.
Covers and pins.
Removed.
Aircraft log and documents.
Checked on board.
Altimeters.
29.74 checked. Checked.
Fuel, oil, hydraulic quantities.
Checked.
0 fuel weight.
Set.
TRP.
49 takeoff flex.
Stabilizer.
Set. Decimal 7 set.
Flaps takeoff selector.
Stowed.
Speed bugs.
Set.
Pre-start check below the
Metro
line
Tower, good evening.
completed.
Over 597 Delta, information queue, IFR to Oakland County.
Error 597 Delta, Metro Tower, I have a full route clearance advisement, ready to copy.
Ready, copy.
Error 597 Delta, you're clear to the Pontiac Airport via radar vectors. Maintain 4,000, departures 126.22, squawk
Close that back door.
4544.
And just confirm it's radar vectors direct to the airport, over 597 Delta.
Yeah, it's kind of implied. It's via radar vectors is how you're cleared.
Roger, we're cleared to Oakland County by radar vectors, maintain 4,000, 126.22, squawk 4544, over 597 Delta.
Error 597 Delta, read back correct. Report raise taxi. Respect runway 21 right.
Expect to and right, over 597 Delta.
Delta 1042, RNAV, winners runway, actually 1042, Didn't trust myself. Delta 1042, RNAV, winners, runway 21 right, clear for takeoff.
RNAV winners, clear for takeoff 21 right, Delta 1042.
Okay, legs look good. We're ready to go. I do want to push, so let's go ahead and call for that. We're going to get a push back out of here. Looks good. Prepare for push and departure, please. Okay, we're going to deny that. Closed.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Okay. Before start check.
Parking brakes.
Set.
Doors.
Closed.
Startup and pushback clearance.
Approved.
Departure check.
Before start check completed, ready for engine start.
Okay, minimum fuel's 18.6, so we should be fine. Let me just check his work, because I don't trust him. I know I did this once, but I'm going to do it again, because I don't trust him. So, you know they say trust and verify? Well, you don't trust this guy.
Blocking gear.
You never trust Cliff. You never know what he's going to do. Alright, we're good. I'm going to shut off the lighting in here. It should be off. Okay. I'm good on the lighting here. Anytime we're ready. Okay, I'm going to use autosave quick edit push.
Release parking brakes, please.
Okay, I'm going to throw this on to TARA. We'll go ahead and release the brakes.
Commencing push.
Okay, brakes released.
All engines clear. Start
Delta 1042, contact Detroit departure 126.22, good day.
Over departure, Delta 1042, thanks, have a good night.
Okay, we're looking at departure 126.225. 126.225. Okay, that's the other way.
November 597 Delta, ready for taxi.
Number 5 Delta, runway 21 right, taxi via Mike.
21 right by Mike, November 597 Delta.
Delta 8442, RNAV forward, runway 22 left, clear for takeoff.
High forward, to the left, let's take off Delta 84 for a few thanks.
Come on. I don't like the flat lights on there. Okay, we're gonna click this. Flight mode, night mode, good night. All right, Cliff, let's start number 1. Start left engine.
Starting left engine. Left star valve open. N2, oil pressure.
Nice push.
N1.
Here comes the
Fuel on.
fuel's coming on.
Please set parking brakes.
Park brakes coming set.
Fuel flow, EGT. Left star valve closed.
On the bus. Oil hydraulic quantities at 12 right now.
Stabilizing.
Oil quantities 16 over 50.
Stabilized.
Unlocking gear.
Then we're out at, what was that, 03 something.
Delta 8442, contact Detroit departure 122, correction, 126.22 today.
12.
Bypass.
Order departure 126.22.
Okay, I'm gonna elect to keep one on.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
We had a long taxi if we're gonna go 2-1. Okay, let's go ahead and just verify some stuff. I'll keep the APU running. Well, I'll shut the APU off. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and the only problem with doing that is Cliff can be an idiot. Let's get some air going. I'm gonna throw this on. I'm gonna do my own flows just so I don't have to deal
Remember,
with
97 Delta, excuse me, fly runway heading climb, maintain 4,000.
11.
Clear for runway 21 right, clear for takeoff.
Runway heading, climb 4,000, 21 right, clear for takeoff.
Okay.
Reply 97 Delta.
We'll defer the checklist, obviously. Let's go ahead and say, I'll pop the brake. We'll see if it doesn't roll very well. Yeah, it's rolling good. Who said that?
Wind check.
Wind showing 27013, gust 23. If you need the 27s, I can make it work if that's better for you. I know that's kind of a nasty wind.
We'll make it work, no worries. So we're 597 Delta.
Oh, that's a good call. Metro Tower, Riptide 5800, coming out of Signature, looking for taxi.
Riptide 5800, very small change to your clearance, passing right, copy.
Stand by. And we're ready to copy.
Change departure for frequency to read 126.22, rest of clearance unchanged.
Okay, departure frequency 126.22 now, thanks.
Riptide 5800, are you able to one right at Sierra 6, or do you need like at 27 or at Victor? I'm going to send you off. Sorry, correction, 21 left. Sierra 6, 27 or Victor. I'm going to send you off 21 left.
Yeah, 21 left to be fine. That's pretty close.
Yeah, but what length? I can give you Sierra 6, runway 27 right, or Victor.
We can take Sierra 6. What's that, 2? Is that 1,500?
I'd say it's about 8,500 or so left.
Yeah, that'll work.
Number 597 Delta, contracted departure 126.22.
Or
Okay, let's
departure,
start
thanks
the
for
other
number
engine.
597 Delta, see ya.
Start right engine.
Riptide 5800, runway 21 left at Sierra 6, taxi via Sierra 6.
Okay, 21 left at Sierra 6. We'll taxi via Sierra 6 for Riptide 5800. Start right engine.
Starting right engine. Right start valve open. N2. Oil pressure.
All right, folks. So I'm going to set my brake really quick so we don't roll. Let me just
N1.
make sure I shut the bleed, because if I don't, it won't be
Fuel
doing
on.
that.
Engine anti-ice on.
What the heck are you talking about? Fuel's coming on.
Fuel flow.
Like-
EGT. Right
Okay,
start valve closed.
Let's go ahead and change this. Let's go really quick to legs. We're going to change it to 2-1 left. Everything else is the same.
Stabilizing. Stabilized.
Yep. And so we're looking at the Howie 4, 216.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board our flight today. This is the lead flight attendant speaking. Please direct your attention to the cabin crew for important safety information. There is an instruction card in your seat pocket that illustrates the safety
Metro Tower,
equipment
Riptide
on this
5800. Just give me a
aircraft.
few minutes. We're starting the other engine.
Regulations require compliance.
5800, I can give you as long as you need. You're the only person at the airport.
Information signs
Nice.
and
That works.
placard. Fasten your seatbelt by inserting the metal tip into
All right.
the buckle. Tighten by pulling on the belt. To release your seatbelt, lift the metal flap on the buckle.
Hey,
It is our
APU is
policy that you keep your
coming
seatbelt fastened at all
off.
times
That's
while
on.
seated.
Right,
Doors are clearly marked with
left,
exit
generators
signs
are
and
online,
instructions
APU
for door
coming off,
operation. Each
APU
door is
air,
equipped with an escape slide.
supplies coming on.
Locate the exit nearest you. The nearest exit may be
Okay,
behind
what
you.
did he do? He turned the engine
In an
on.
emergency, lights will illuminate the aisle. The cabin is pressurized. If there is a loss of cabin pressure, a panel will open and oxygen masks will
Okay.
appear. Remain
Just
seated
one
with
thing I
your
want to do
seatbelt
is
fastened and pull a mask toward you to
recalculate some
start the
stuff.
flow of oxygen.
I'm going to use my sim brief to
Oxygen
do
will
so.
be flowing to the mask
I just want to
until
make
the
sure
phase
we're
not
okay
inflate. Cover
with the
your nose
flap
and
setting.
mouth with the mask. Place
So
the
I will
elastic
make
band
a
around
tour
your head
length
and tighten by pulling on
of the
the end.
8500,
Secure your
and we
own
went
mask before assisting others.
1 left.
Your seat bottom cushion may
Length.
be used as a flotation device.
That's
Pull up and remove the cushion.
reduce.
Upon exiting the aircraft,
Tour length.
place your arms around the cushion and hold onto the straps located on the back.
Let's see what we got.
This is a non-smoking flight.
Nope,
Smoking
it's
is
short
not
and 1500.
permitted in the
Yep, we're
cabin
still
or
good.
lavatory.
We got a margin of
Cabin lights will
115,
now
so
be turned
we're
off.
good to go
Reading
with those
light buttons
numbers.
are located above your seat.
All right, let's
Thank
go.
you for your attention.
After engine start check.
Ignition.
Off.
Electrical loads.
Checked.
Air conditioning supply.
Auto.
Galley power.
On.
Ice protection panel.
Off. Off.
Pneumatic crossfeed valve levers.
Closed.
Flight controls.
Flight controls check completed.
Hydraulic pumps and pressure.
Checked on high. Checked.
Annunciator panel.
Checked.
Ground equipment.
Removed.
All clear signal.
Received.
Flaps, slats.
Set 11.
After start check completed.
Thank you. We are cleared on the left.
We are clear on the right.
A taxi check.
Fuel heat.
Off.
Flaps and slats.
11 degrees. 11 degrees takeoff set.
Beeper bugs and TRP.
Checked and set. Set and checked.
Takeoff speeds.
No changes.
Takeoff briefing.
Performed.
ATC flight guidance systems and nav aids.
Set and checked.
FMS.
Pre-flight completed.
APU air and master switch.
Both off.
Brake temperature and pressure.
Checked.
Taxi check completed.
Thank you. All right, brakes off. Let's go. I'm gonna go ahead and arm this now. Let's get it. The Metro Tower Riptide 5800. We're taxiing.
Excellent. Report holding short.
Welcome. Sorry guys, I had to get that. It's a short taxi like that. You want to start both engines. You don't want to be on the roll. Now it's like right here, so I'm gonna call the flight attendants and let them know to be seated. Flight attendants, be seated for departure. Cabin crew, be seated for takeoff. Cabin crew, be seated for takeoff. Lineup check.
Cabin.
Secured.
Windows.
Left side closed.
Right side closed. Annunciator panel.
Checked.
Ignition.
Set to alpha.
Air conditioning supply.
Auto.
Transponder set to TARA. Takeoff clearance.
Received.
Lineup check completed.
Ready. All right, guys. We're ready to rock and roll here. Good to go. We're right here. As you can see, CR6. All right, we're clear on the left side. I'm gonna do I'm kind of do a static takeoff, which means I'm gonna stop the aircraft. We'll bring up the throttles and then I'll kick it off. We have plenty of runway. 122. Yeah, 126.22 set. CRS6 coming up right there. Here we go with the lights. Now you gotta wait until the A-frame goes over. This is an MD-80. Now I'm gonna have to turn it. You want that nose gear kind of slightly over there. There we are. We're gonna hold short. Metro Tower, Riptide 5800, holding short, runway 21 left.
Riptide 5800, RNAV winners, runway 21 left at Sierra 6, clear for takeoff.
Okay, at Sierra 6, 21 left, clear for takeoff, copy winners. Let's go ahead. You check the wing on that side. Go ahead and throw it on.
Approaching 21 left.
Okay, there's the RAS system. That's working. Okay, I'm just going to make this turn a little wide. All right, we're ready to rock and roll. Here we go. 1.4 in the EPR.
On runway 21 left.
That should do it right there. And auto throttle set. Token.
Takeoff thrust set.
Check. Throw a little bit of right crosswind in there. Right correction clamp.
80 knots. Cross check.
80 knots. V1.
There we go.
V1.
Rotate.
There we go. That right rudder in there. There we go. Let it go.
Positive rate.
Here.
Positive rate.
Gear up. Lights out.
Okay.
Traffic.
161.
Maintain vertical speed. Maintain.
That might be a
Clear
FSLT.
of conflict.
Metro Tower, Riptide 5800 through 15 for 7.
Riptide 5800, contact departure 126.22.
126.22, thanks for the services, we'll see you. All right, there's 2,000, we're gonna bug it up. All right, set the flap to 0. Q. Let's give him a call, 126.22.
Flap 0.
Checked. Okay, climb thrust. Set. Let me give him a call. Short departure, Riptide 5800 through 3000.
Riptide 5800, Detroit departure, radar contact, climb maintain 17,000.
17,000, Riptide 5800. 17,000 set. Okay, altitude, air heading, nav.
November 597 Delta, descend and maintain 3,000.
Okay, give me nav.
Turn right 030, direct gusty.
Nav set. And
right 030, descend and maintain 3,000, direct.
Nav tracks on.
November 597 Delta.
Okay, we're gonna go VNav climb. Just give me a second. VNav's on the climb now. Here we are. Okay, we got the speed low. All right, let's go. The airplane is pitching up. I don't like that. Let's go. There we goes. Okay, we got VNav captured. Speed's low. I've got it. I'm watching it. Let's go. We got nav track climb. Everything is good to go. Let's climb check. Okay, we're speeding at 200 now. Good. That's just because of the
seatbelts
on.
Climb check complete.
And 597 Delta at Gusby, you're cleared the RNAV runway 27 left. Proceed to turn. Report Gusby inbound.
We gotta cancel this.
Roger, Gusby, clear for the RNAV runway 27 and we'll report reaching Gusby inbound, November 597 Delta.
There we go. I canceled that altitude restriction, so that's why it was holding us below. Okay, when I climb, flaps are up, gears up. And speed brakes are checked. That's off now. Good. It's good departure. There it goes. Nice. There's 8,000. No traffic ahead. Might be an FSLT target, but we'll go that route. Okay, I'm going to turn this off for a minute. I mean, we're going to turn it right back on here, and I'll just leave it. You know that's going to happen shortly. All right, through 9,500, coming up to 10,000 here. We're cleared to 17,000. We're going to go up to Howe. Good on the speed. Speed's going to increase to 300 or just below it. Now I might have to reset the speed depending on our bumps and all that crap we get. We want to climb about 280. We'll see. We're in the bumps. We'll have to back it down. All right, so we've just turned. We're heading over to, there's a lake over here. And then just to the other side, I believe Lake Erie. So we're splitting Lake Urie's over here. Yeah, so Lake Urie's off of this wing. We're just getting pretty bounced around here. Yeah. Alright, let's see if we can throw the center tanks. Are they on? They sure are. Okay. We're burning out of the center tank first. All right, through 17,000 now. Nice climb, unrestricted. Now, we won't be coming back to Detroit. We're done. That is end of the series for us, folks. The Rangers have swept the series for Detroit. All right, good stuff. We're going to have New York is not online, so it's going to be pretty much us all the way in. What's new?
597 Delta, Pontiac altimeter 2973.
2973, and we have the weather number 597 Delta.
Riptide 5800, contact Cleveland Center 119.87. Good day.
Okay, over to Cleveland Center. Thanks for the services. We'll see you. 11987. 11987. Cleveland Center, Riptide 5800, climbing through 15.5 for 17.
Riptide 5800, Cleveland Center, climb maintained by level 350.
Okay, up to 350, Riptide 5800. 350 on the altitude now. So we're going to go ahead and set this to 35. Go ahead and reset VNAV climb. And that's it. Cleveland Center, Riptide 5800. Do you have any ride reports?
Sorry, Riptide 5800, say again?
You have any ride reports?
No, I do not.
Okay. Right now, it's not forecasted to be too bad here at 350. We'll see. Looks good. Over to Jamestown VOR. I think we're fine. If we're smoothing out, I'll let him know we're smooth. Through 18,000. Let me tell him. Transition now.
Set.
Okay, 2992. Okay, there's 2992. We're going to go 2992 on that. And we're going to make sure. He'll turn off our lights here very shortly. What the heck am I doing? Okay, I went to vertical speed. That's not what we want. VNAV climb. There we go. That's because I hit the wrong switch. So that's my fault. Jamestown VOR 114.7. I want to plug that in. 114.7. 114. What am I doing? I'm thinking I'm in a Boeing 114.7.
Ladies and gentlemen, in just a few moments, we'll begin our meal service for the flight. Please refer to the menu given to you on boarding for the 2 meal choices and your beverage choices available. We request that you keep the aisles clear to assist the flight attendants to serve you efficiently and also for your own safety.
Cleveland Center, good evening. Delta 1459, flight level 350, about 70 miles from the Mansfield VOR.
Delta 1459, Cleveland Center, hello. I have you filed flight level 330, major 350. Do you want 330?
Can we stay at 350, please?
Delta 1459, no problem. Maintain flight level 350.
350, Delta 1459.
Okay, this weight's 126,000 pounds. We will be able to
Cleveland, good evening. Southwest 3717, level 390, about
we are
40 miles to the
forecasted to be at
west of
0.77
Dryer.
up at altitude.
Southwest 3707, correction, Southwest 3717, Cleveland Center, welcome.
I'm just changing my speed to 0.77. It was set at 0.75. So
Cleveland Center, good evening. Delta 63 over Hagerstown, 11,500 for 12,000. Good evening.
Delta 63 Cleveland Center, hello.
Center fuel low. Throw the pumps off. Set. Right now looks pretty good through the climb. A little bit bumpy, but not too bad. Light stuff, light chop, if any. Forecast is...
Delta 63, looks like it'll just be skirting through my airspace right now. Since there's really no one near you, you can remain on Unicom.
It's forecasted to be pretty bumpy over here. We've got some weather.
State College or not.
You see the CGT
We'll switch over to Unicom.
Plug it open.
I appreciate you being here, though, and hopefully we'll see you again soon. Delta 63.
Have a good night.
Just back it down one notch. We're heading over to Lincoln. 25,000 coming up, and expect the bumps.
Cleveland Delta 63, if you got a quick question.
Yeah, go to
Hey, so with the new Unicom stuff that they were trying out, where they wanted you to use the real world ones, when we're at center altitudes, is it just 22.8?
Yes.
Yep, at center it is 22.8. Once you're close enough to an airport, you just use the CTAF frequency.
That's right.
Okay, whatever the real world CTAF is then, once you get down in the vicinity of the airport.
Yep.
Okay, very good. Thank you. We'll see you.
Thanks.
Cleveland Center, Emirates 2812, checking in, flight level 310, just cross post.
Chris 2012, Cleveland Center, hello.
All right,
Hello,
so for turbulence, we don't have any reporting turbulence right now. We just have some
Delta 1042, clear direct Ponset.
The turbulence at 350
Clear direct Ponset, Delta 1042.
Over Boston area. That's the observations. We have...
Delta 706, clear direct Ponset.
Direct Ponset for Delta 706.
Delta 1019, there will be traffic. 12 o'clock now, around 10 miles opposite direction. It's a, Delta A321 at flight level 350, should be no factor.
Traffic in sight, Delta 1019.
Thank you, Delta 706. Traffic 12 o'clock now, 10 miles opposite direction.
Traffic in sight, Delta 706.
Thank you.
Oh, this is a squall line, some squall line weather. You've got an approaching cold front that hasn't even hit. Well, it went through Detroit.
Delta 26, correction, Delta 2686, amendment to your route, advise ready.
We're ready, Delta 2686.
We got an occluded front off of Boston.
Delta 2686.
And
after close our direct correction, join the bonds to arrival.
So.
All right, after COSAR, join the, confirm it was the bonds to arrival?
Correct.
All right, join the bonds to arrival for Delta 2686. Do you want to go ahead and start descent now?
Yep, Delta 2686, read back correct. Descend via the bonds to arrival, metro altimeter 2975.
All right, descend by the bonds to 2975, Delta 2686.
Now, folks, I'm starting to feel pretty comfortable in this jet now. I know what you're saying. Holy cow.
Just as a heads up, it's the Bones arrival.
Thank you.
I know what you're saying. You're going to say, how many years have you been flying this airplane? It's been about 3 years now. And I'm just starting to feel comfortable in it. To where I'm like, all right, I know what it's going to do. Still don't know everything about it. I'm still, researching. And it's a lot to know, a lot to learn on the airplane. That's why I love it. So we're coming up for 29,000. We still got a long way to go to get up to 35. Right now, it looks pretty good. It's forecasted At least on my
American 2979, you leave American Space Indianapolis offline. Change advisory is approved. Yeah.
forecasted to be bumpy.
Advisory, have a good night, American 2979.
Radar, we're saying light chop. We're going to get into the heavy stuff coming up at Jamestown. So I'm just going to throw the seatbelt sign on, keep it on.
Control aircraft, Detroit Metro 8 is, correction, Detroit Metro 8 is Lima, current, the altimeter is 2976.
Right now it's smooth as glass, but it's not going to be. This is forecasted to be just junk. Let's look at the letters here.
Center Delta 1459, wondering if we could get a direct DMAC.
Delta 1459, standby.
I've got turbulence from 16,000 to 38,000. This whole section is under a segment. So let's see if I can throw my layers up. Take that layer off. Let's see if I can't drill down to that a little bit more with airmets. Yeah, it's coming in here.
Cleveland Center, Corsair 56,
We've got IFR, obviously. We get closer to New York.
Classic calling Cleveland. Say call
That's
one more
where
time.
we got all sorts of stuff.
Corsair 56.
Corsair 56, Cleveland.
We got
Center.
icing. Icing's reported between freezing level at 7,000, 6,000.
1459, I can give you
Tops
direct
of icing at 22,000.
Hoxie.
We'll be pretty much over that. Turbulence.
Sounds good. We'll take direct Hoxie.
Low level
Delta
turbulence at
1459.
8,000.
Delta 1459,
Surface
direct Hoxie.
IFR.
Direct Hoxie, Delta 1459.
Mountain
Thank you, sir.
obscuration, and then surface to 8,000 feet. So it's going to be bumpy on the descent. The cruise should be fine. I'm just looking at. I'm expecting turbulence. Is what I'm saying. I love these layers. They're really nice.
Delta 706, contact Boston 134.7, see ya.
Okay, I'll turn off the
Go to Boston 1347, Delta 706, see ya.
One more thing I want to do is check my jet stream. Yeah, we're in it. We're in the jet stream. It's going to be pretty darn fast coming in from the, going to be a quartering tailwind off to the right of the aircraft. So, FYI. Let's throw the night mode on. There we are. So, right now, 350, we're expecting light to moderate chop here. Let's pull the rain off for a minute. Let's throw the radar off. What are we looking at? Turbulence is going to be between light to moderate turbulence, what we're expecting. So there's 32,000. 66 miles from Jamestown, BOR. We're barely on the climb here. Let's see if it's going to get better, lower. So I might want to stop at 33. Nope, it's worse. It's better on the. It's better higher. So we'll keep it at 35, and I can climb at the 37, but it doesn't make us really any different just because it's wind speed so bad coming in. Engine health is looking good. All right, so we're burning okay. I do want to do a burn check once we get to altitude. Maybe we can get there above Jamestown there, and we'll check it out. I do expect weather coming up. There's a bunch of cells. Let's see what they're at. Let's go with the radar here. And we're looking at cloud top levels right around 17,800. Right in that range. Yeah, that's 17,000, so nice and low, but probably stratified layer. There's some weather over when we on our descent, there's going to be some like yellowish bands. Most of it is all green. We'll check. There's 33,000. All right. So what I'm going to do is you can push these in and get a couple of degrees. Let's see what happens. Okay. I'm watching the EGT. So we can go ahead and back it down. Click 1. Click 1. Okay. Did that help? Nope. Click another one. Okay, we got 34 for 35. 1,000 to go. Okay, folks, Lake Erie, somewhere down here off of this wing, can't even see it. One thing I don't like is that the cabin is super bright back here. I'm just not a fan of how bright this cabin is. Never was. Like it should be like there. Yeah, this should be like, that's dark. Too dark. That's probably perfect. What does this thing do? Don't know. All right, there's 35,000 and we are at level altitude right now. We're looking good on speed. Turbulence is looking good. Go through it normal. And we're gonna go 0.77. Like that's pretty smooth to me. It's a smooth ride right now. I'll give him a ride report. I'll throw that off for a minute. I do expect to get in some bumps once we get over to Jamestown, but I won't verify it.
Level 2686, contact Detroit approach 126.22, see ya.
2622, Delta 2686, see you.
Nice 84 knots on the tail. Look at that thing. It's beautiful. I can get behind that.
Delta 1042, contact Boston 134.7, see ya.
Boston on 3470, Delta 1042, have a good night.
I'll give him a call. Cleveland Center, Riptide 5800.
Riptide 5800, Cleveland.
350, ride smooth so far.
Sorry, say again?
350, the ride is smooth.
Okay, Riptide 5800, thank you.
I wish more people did that because then we can see I got light chop here or not. All right, we're going to push these back in. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and throw it to cruise. That's it. 83 knots on the tail. We're looking at
Cleveland Center, Delta 2222, flight level 380, smooth ride.
Nice.
Delta 2222, Cleveland Center, hello.
See, that's what I expect.
Emirates 2812, you're leaving my airspace. Toronto's offline, or reserve terminated, interchange advisories, Bruce, yeah.
Roger, changes to advisory frequency, Emirates 2812, thanks.
All right, we got Jamestown. We're going to go with the net MEMS. I just want to verify something to you guys. What I'm seeing out the aircraft is not the same as what's being, forecasted. It's forecasted to be absolutely atrocious up here in terms of turbulence. So I just want to reset my app, which I just did. And if I go to my layers, I've got radar turbulence and we're set to 350. Nope, it had the correct one. we're forecasted to be junky. We just crossed a line of weather. We're over Jamestown, very close to Buffalo. Buffalo's right up here somewhere. You can see, I mean, it's pretty slick right now. We're doing all right. Not too bad. All right, let's get the weather here. Once we hit Jamestown VOR, we're going to go to MEMS. Again, forecasted turbulence throughout this whole area to be light to moderate. It's going to get worse as we get closer. Got a VOR fail light. As we're passing over the cone of confusion, that should go away as we pass the station. There it goes. Nice. All right. So, folks, let's go ahead and take a look at progress report. Looks like 191 nautical miles top of descent. I am going to get the weather into Westchester. It's supposed to be garbage, so let's see what we got. Let's go airports. We're going to go HPN. We have 2 alternates today, by the way, if we can't get in. It's wicked. All right, winds are calm. Visibility is 2.5 miles. And light rain and mist. Okay. Broken at 1300. We've got another layer overcast at 025. Temperature is 12. Ooh, excuse me, 12. Dew point 11. Altimeter 2901. Okay, so 2901 on the altimeter. We're looking at probably going to be landing southbound. Yep, arrival is going to be 16. So we'll go ahead and plan that 16 arrival into the airport. So let's go ahead and do a brief on that right now, because then we are definitely going to be flying the. Are we getting it? Probably. That's Buffalo right there. Over the wing, you see that airport light right there? That's going to be Buffalo. I got flight crews there right now sleeping. Going to take it over to tomorrow on a 7-3 ride. All right, so we got to do a few things. Let's do a briefing. Okay, HPN, the condition is. That's another thing I got to look at. Let's look at the condition of the airport. I'm going to go info, NOTAM. Right now, they're saying, what's our FICON here?
Cleveland, hello. Okay, 757 with you, flight level 320. And just to advise, ILS seems to be inupt if you want to let Toronto know.
Okay, 757 Cleveland Center, hello. Say that last part one more time.
Our ILS seems to be inupt if you want to just pass that on to Toronto if they're on.
Yeah, unfortunately Toronto's on strike, so I can't do that.
As usual. Sounds good. Okay, 757.
Nothing on the FICON yet, but I've looked at 555. We're going to keep it a good. The winds are calm. 000/0. Temperature is 12 degrees.
Delta 1019 is going to maintain flight level 300.
So to maintain level 300, Delta 1019.
Runway 16, I'm going to go flaps over 15, over 14, over 40, sorry. That's going to be our go-around flap. Um, 29.901. I can throw the seatbelt sign off now. Pretty confident we're doing all right up here. Seatbelt's coming off. Oh, it is off already. Oh, well. There you go. Okay, auto brake's going to be maximum. Generally know this coming into this airport. And landing weight right now is estimated, what are we looking at? 124.1. So we're going to go 123. We're burning down to 1,000 pounds at least. But we're going to keep it conservative. We're going to go 123. And we've got a... How about this? 123. There you go. All right, we've got a 227, factored landing distance of 54.68. So it says we're going to be doing landing distance required. We'll get into that, which was that, 54.68, but that might change. I've got 134. Okay, that's our target. And let's go ahead and look at, I got an up speed, 227, and then everything else. Good. Reversers, yes. Manual braking, 1. All right, now I'm going to go to my sim brief. And let's go ahead and get sim brief and see what it says. Okay, landing performance, we'll show our options here. We've got skipjack coming in, runway 16, landing weight, I said 123,000, so I'm going to go ahead and change that to 123. Flap will be 40.
Course 5800 cross MEMS, that is maintained flight level 330.
MEMS. Okay, we'll cross MEMS at flight level 330, Riptide 5800.
Oh, sorry, missed your call sign up. Course 56, Toronto's offline, or service terminated, change advisory to Cruise, yeah.
Hello, advisory, course 56.
Landing's not authorized, maximum runway weight exceeded. Alright, brakes, we're going to go max manual, let's see if we get that. Yeah, that'll work. 5400.
Alpha 1019, descend to be the Top Gun 2, arrival. Metro altimeter 2976.
Okay, let's get back into the legs page. We got MEMS.
Descend to be the Top Gun 2, Delta 1019.
So we got a cross there at 330. I'm just going to go click execute and see what it's got. Probably going to want us to descend here shortly. Yes, top of descent. It says it's like right on top of it. We've got prog check coming in 58 nautical miles. Nope. So we're looking at 62 nautical miles. Let's see, we're at that's only 2,000 feet, so you know, right up on it. Here comes the weather, folks. You see it?
Cleveland Center, Delta 46, flight level 300.
Check calling Cleveland Center, check call sign one more time.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do a couple things.
$46, Cleveland Center, hello.
For the approach. We're going to do the ILS Cat 1 today. It'll bring us down to 198 feet, basically about 100 feet for us, because we are going to be flying the HUD down. And this does have auto land. I don't trust it. I mean, with calm winds, you can, but we're going to use the HUD down. It should be fine. So I'm going to use the HUD on in 109.7, and I'll tune that right now, 109.7. Inbound course 163. Got okay, set. Let me just get this guy woken up, because we're going to run a arrival brief.
Go ahead, no questions.
Okay, good deal. Okay, I'm going to set this to 330. Right there. Set. Okay, looks like we want to set it off to simmer now. So I'm just going to go like arrivals, and we're going to go the ILS 16 left. Simmer is the transition. Matter of fact, let's see, Valerie 5, does it drop us off to Kingston? It does. So it's going to be better to go to Kingston, and then I'm just going to erase that transition. So what we're going to do is going to go 16, and then I'm going to go IGN transition. So if you take a look at the legs page here, see it says IGN of Valerie. Well, we don't want to do that, so we're going to go IGN, and it's going to take us to foreign. So we're going to dump that over there, and we're going to execute that. Now that's going to pull at that end. So at Farron or Foreign, we're looking at an altitude
hello.
at least 2,000. So Foreign says we'll be at an altitude above 3,000 at Foreign. I'm good with that.
American 78, amendment to your route advice ready.
Ready for American 78.
All right, top of descent coming up here. 27 miles.
Join the Victor's 2 arrival after Hosa.
Seems like I'm going to kind of try that now. I'm going to do just a VNAV descent. This is VNAV level change. It won't go VNAV descent. I can force the issue and drop it down right now, which I'm going to do.
American 78, readback is correct. Descend via the Victor's 2 arrival. Metro altimeter 2976.
I'll descend via the Victor's 2 arrival.
Alright, we're going to go, you can see on the top of the descent is, we're going to hit MEMS. That's probably
Riptide 5800, contact Boston 134.7, see ya.
Kevin to Boston, we'll see you. Thanks for the services. Have a good one. Riptide 5800.
Southwest 5717, contact Boston 134.7, see ya.
Over to Boston, have a good night, Southwest 3717.
Air Canada 757 across Wozy, item maintained 17,000, the Buffalo area, altimeter 2965.
2965, Wozy, out of below, was that 17,000?
Correct.
Air Canada 757.
Boston Center, good evening, Southwest 3717, flight level 390.
Alright, seatbelt's coming on. It's going to be bumpy.
Southwest 3717 Boston, good evening. Plan on the ILS 23 tonight. We'll play on the ILS 23, 3717.
Boston Center, Riptide 5800, checking in flight level 340 down to 330.
Riptide 5800 Boston, good evening. Delta 1042, descend via the J Fund to arrival, runway 22 left, Boston altimeter 290-903.
Descend via the J Fund 2, ILS 22 left, Delta 1042.
Okay, now a couple of things we want to do. DH, we're going to set to 100 feet. Right there. And we're going to do set. Okay, that's set as well. All right, 1,000 to go.
November 3021 Charlie, wind 24010, runway 10, correction runway 28, clear to land.
28, clear to land, 202 Charlie.
November 43628 Alpha, turn right heading 210, join the localizer.
43628 Alpha, roger.
November 911 Hotel Foxtrot, descend and maintain 3000.
3000,
Go on, altitude hold.
Victor Papa Charlie Charlie Charlie, cross Calverton at and maintain 2000, Kennedy altimeter 29904.
29904 Calverton, at and maintain 12,000 for Charlie Charlie Charlie.
All right, we're going to start heading southbound here in just a minute. Got about 163 miles to DNY, which is D. Lacey 112.
November 4368 Alpha, 7 miles from Waves, maintain 2000 until established on a localizer. Cleared ILS, runway 24 approach.
2000 until established on the localizer, cleared approach runway 24, 436 Juliet Alpha.
157 nautical miles top of descent here. So we're just going to ride this wave. Let me see if there's any altitude restrictions. I don't see anything. Valerie was the only one, and I we erased that just because you can see kind of how we're lining it up. Kind of right above these clouds, so far so good. Now it's saying
Delta 706, contact Boston approach 133.0. Have a good night.
New York is not on. No one's on.
That's Delta 70.
Boston will dump us off.
Affirm, Boston approach 1330.
We're going to be on our own.
Going to Boston approach 133.0.
Okay, I'm going to drop down over here. We're going to throw the
Riptide
IMC.
5800, cross Valerie at and maintain 6000. The altimeter 29992.
Okay, we're across Valerie at 6,000. Riptide 5800.
Southwest 3717, direct wiper.
Direct wiper, Southwest 3717.
So a couple things we want to do. We're going to click to Valerie again, and we're going to go to DNY transition, and we'll execute that. Now, hold on. We got DNY to
Over
Valerie.
11 Hotel Foxtrot, turn right heading
Valerie,
150.
6,000.
Right, 150, 1 Hotel Foxtrot.
Now, we're going to reset it. For
Alpha,
now,
wind.
That's what we need to do.
Actually, I don't have the wind right now. Runway 24, cleared line.
Yeah, I didn't have the wind either. Roger, cleared to land runway 24. Thanks. 436 Juliet Alpha.
That ain't right. So if we go to legs page, we got DNY, Wheats, Valerie at 6,000.
I can tell you it is windy though.
There you go. That's something.
It's got DeLacy. So let's just do some arithmetic, because 200 knots, 200 miles doesn't seem about right to me. We're going to be going from, let's see here, 330, so 33,000. We're going to be needed to get to 6,000. That's 27,000 feet of altitude to lose. 9,000, right? What did I say? 33,000. We need 27,000 feet. Come on. About 90 miles. So let's see here. It's 39 miles from DeLacy plus another 20 miles from Kingston plus 14 miles from Valerie. It's 73 miles.
November 911 Hotel Foxtrot, turn right heading 210, join the localizer.
Look like 17 nautical miles from DeLacy we need to start down. So you can see
American 1285, descend and maintain flight level 340.
You know, it says right now top of descent is 194. That is not accurate.
Was wondering if I could step away for 5 minutes or
at all.
Just over to Washington Center.
I'll try to switch you right now so that hopefully they can take you.
Okay, we got negative 21 degrees. We're kind of skimming the tops, but once we start descending, we're going to have to throw the engine anti-ice on, possibly the wings.
And American 1285, contact Washington Center 133.72. Make the request with them. Have a good night.
So we're 39 nautical miles from...
Thanks.
Over 911 Hotel Foxtrot, 4 miles from Motel, cleared ILS, runway 24 approach.
Yeah, cleared ILS has 24 approach, 1 Hotel Foxtrot.
Alright. So I'm just looking at my line up here on my legs page. So it's saying 39 miles, but read from what the ND is telling us, right? So DNY, 26 miles away from DNY. which is DeLacy, and we need to start dropping down at about, I'd say about 20 nautical miles. We'll start heading down the chute. So I'm going to throw it on right now just to get it going. We're going to go on the B side, and let's go with the engine anti-ice on. 1, let the valve open, valve's closed. 2, valve open, valve's closed. All right, you ready? You can see it right now. Let's see if it works. VNAV armed. Let's see. Does it work? It should go VNAV descent. Nope. See? So I'm going to take over manually, and we're going to start dropping down, and altitude's coming down to 17,000. No, so 6,000. So 6,000 over... arm that, and we're going to at least do 12 to 1,500 feet a minute. There we are. Alright, let me call what's his face. We'll do a descent check here soon.
Boston Center, just an update for you. The winds at Nantucket are about
descent
20
check.
knots coming from about due west.
Okay, thank you.
Come on, bro. Descent check.
Fuel quantity.
Checked.
Approach briefing.
Performed.
Landing data.
Set.
Descent check complete.
Thank you. Okay. You woke up? So we're going to have to do this.
November 911 Hotel Foxtrot, wind 1806, runway 24, clear to land.
Look for the banana. See the banana? These are too dang high. So we have to increase
Southwest 3717.
Because we have to drop this.
Discretion descent at pause discretion, maintain flight level 330.
Flight discretion down to 330, Southwest 3717.
There you go. Pull the power back. This goes go around. All right.
November 3021 Charlie, welcome to Worcester, taxi Delta Bravo, cross runway 33. Have a good night.
Delta Bravo, cross runway 33322 Charlie. Thanks for your help.
So I can't tell with that jumbled mess.
Air Canada 551 Montreal is offline. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved. Have a good night.
Going to advisory. Thank you for your help. Air Canada 551.
Keep an eye out for the icing. That could be a factor. We've got reports of icing, so we're just gonna 2,000 feet a minute. Wheats is the next ETA. 29 miles to go. And we got Valerie, and you can see the bananas is not there yet. So we got to keep descending. Let's go. Excuse me, hold on. 6,000. So we're going to go vertical speed. We're going to go ahead and increase that vertical speed. Basically what I'm trying to do is look at that banana line there, and I'm trying to hit it over Valerie. It's not a, I'd rather the descent, VNAV descent, but because, we had to descend a little on the early side, it kind of screwed us up. Now, one thing you can do to make sure not picking up ice,
welcome to Nantucket Bravo or Charlie to the ramp. Have a good night.
What we can do is go like this.
Roger, thanks for the help.
Look at our windshield wipers.
Victor Papa Charlie, Charlie, New York is offline. Radar service terminated. Frequency change
It's
approved.
going to be us soon, folks. So we're going to be dumped off.
The services. Have a good one.
And then we're going to have to change it again to go from Valerie. So what I'm going to do is go the IGN here. You can see this IGN. I'm going to go ahead and
Southwest 3717, cross wiper at and maintain 1000, Providence altimeter 2994.
2994, wiper at 11,000, Southwest 3717.
After Valerie, it should be Basie. It is, okay. And then hard.
Jerving 1015, I show you kind of at a different altitude, everything good?
Negative.
Flight sim,
Wait a minute. Harp.
Okay, no worries.
Oh, it ends at Harp. So right at Valerie, I'm going to, well, before Valerie, I want to hit the Kingston. So it would be better if we can do the Kingston transition of 1.6. They're not going to be on, so there's all your weather. All that green is what we're flying through right now. So I'm going to go ahead and click that, and I'm going to bring the weather on their side. So that's good. And I'm going to zip up to this. And we've got, that is on IMC mode. Good. 23,000. -1, we're like prime time right now. And for icing, never had it on this aircraft actually. Dang. Yeah, I'm gonna say Boston Center Riptide 5800. Can we get the Kingston transition at 1.6?
That will be up to the next controller, and they're not online, so that's pretty much all up to you. Let me take a look, though.
I might be high. Yeah, I'm out on the high side.
I told you like the VOR. Oh, I see. Okay, let me quickly look how this connects.
It doesn't.
Yeah, sure. Riptide 5800, you can disregard the crossing restriction. Descend at your discretion.
Ladies and gentlemen,
maintain 6,000 is as low as I can go with my airspace. But if you want to do the approach from Kingston, that's fine with me.
Flight or video monitors inside the terminal.
Okay, we'll descend at pilot's discretion. We've got the Kingston transition.
Secure it for landing. We'll be
be
collecting
better
all
that way.
service items, newspapers, and
So
any other
what I'm
items.
basically saying
Bearing
is
1015, unfortunately Cleveland is closing. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved. Have a good night.
For landing, please turn off all electronic devices.
Now,
Stow these devices
this could
and
bring
all
us on the high side.
items.
So I got the
Caution when opening overhead bins as items may
speed brake in.
during our flight. Please stow your tray table.
Delta 1042, contact Boston approach 133.0. Have a good night.
Your seatbelts, we will be landing
Boston on 33 nothing, Delta 1042. Good night, Chief.
Okay, looking at our next waypoint. Next frequency is
Bearing
going to be
1015, Cleveland Center is closed. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved. Have a good night.
Through 17,000.
Have a good night, Bearing 1015.
Riptide 5800, I'll let you
Transition
go now.
now.
New York is offline. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved. Have a good night.
Okay, radar service terminated. Thanks for the ATC. We'll see you. Riptide 1500. 118, 575. 118, 575. Okay, I know we're descending pretty quick. I understand what's going on. We're going to drop that in, and you can see how the Kingston transition is going to help. Here comes the brakes, just a little bit. I'm only doing about a half. I'm going to tell him to do an approach check. We're going to slow it down. I can do that after Kingston, folks. We've got 22.4 miles to Farron, so it should be Kingston, Farron, Simmer 16. That is correct. And then I want to maintain 3,000 over Kingston. So not 6. We're going to go 3,000. So let's go ahead and descend down to 3. We'll go ahead and armed. All right, I got the lights are coming on, and we've already adjusted our 299er1, 299er89 now. This pressure is dropping even worse. All right, we're at 11 degrees. Not bad. That means we are above the icing restrictions. We're going to drop that. Valve's coming closed, so that's good. Speed brake back in. All right, maximum. Yeah. All right, here comes 10,000. Brakes coming back in. Looks like the only thing I can do to slow this aircraft down is pop that speed brake up. Gotta get some brake going here. Here's 10,000. Again, it's not going to hold speed. And I'm going to slow this aircraft down to right there. Flap up maneuvering. There's a Kingston. We're going to keep on trucking. Okay, give me full on the brake. There we are. I want full extension here. We got to go 3,000. Kingston, there we are. Okay, we're going to drop down through Kingston. And we're looking at 163 on the inbound course and 1097. Let's talk about a missed approach. If we had to go missed, what we're going to do is climb to 1,000 on runway heading, left turn to 3,000. We'll go to Harp and we'll hold. We'll be making left turns. We're in the crap. I'm getting the snot kicked out of me now. Yep. It's like I can feel it in my seat. We're getting hammered. All right, I got the aircraft. We're going to slow down the descent rate about 2,100 feet a minute. We got to get down to 3,000, and we'll definitely get down to 3,000 by then. So we're going to go 1,900. We're going to slow the aircraft down. Nice and easy. There we are. And you can see we're just getting the snot kicked out of us. Temperature's good. Watch this. Watch the lights. Gonna blind you. See? It's nothing but fog. So I'm gonna turn those off. No point in having that on. I'll throw. Oops. Okay, speed brake's coming in. There we are. Okay, buddy. Approach check.
Navigation.
Set.
Approach check completed.
Thank you. 4,000. Westchester traffic. Riptide 5800 through 4,000. Setting up the ILS 16 at Foreign. Westchester. There's the rain. There's that precipitation on the radar. It's just nothing but green, so it's going to be bumpy. Look at that airspeed. Just exploded. 1,000 to go, 3,600 for 3,000. Got the speed brakes in. Just to slow us down a bit. Check. Altitude is hold. Okay, speed brake back in. We're good. Speed should be coming up here shortly. We're not going to send down to 3,000 just until after Foreign, and then we will. There's 3,000, and we got alt hold speed 229. We're doing good. All right, I've got this thing on Bravo. That's nasty. Nice, lots of rain. I think the honeymoon period is over. We are in full hockey season now. This is about right for the Northeast. Okay, I've got good alerts on both of my... I've got good ILS indications is what I'm saying. I'm going to go ahead and throw that tighter. That's 10 miles. Once we hit Varn, we can start descending to 2,000. And then we'll intercept to simmer at 2,000 feet. You could ident. I wonder if that would work. I don't. I'm going to turn up the volume. I'll have to do that in the day. Can't mess with it now. It looks pretty good. We'll probably get a visual, just again back it up the ILS. All right, simmer, we've got to be configured, right? So I'm going to go ahead and go slat speed. You can take a look, 227, so slat's coming down to 0. And I've got the airspeed.
Slats extended.
And all the way down here to 180 now. Okay, that's good. Maybe go to 2,000. And just for good measure, let's throw the VOR lock on. How's the speeds coming down? Nice and easy on us. Climb the 1,000 left turn. Okay, what do we got? 2.6 miles. I'll start the descent right now to 500 feet a minute to 2,000 feet. Watching the glide slope here. Roger, 2,500 feet, check. There's Farn. Beautiful. Okay, give me flaps 11. We're going to slow the speed. $154. It's on the low end, so about right there, 180. Come on, airplane. Localizer captured, turn. Westchester traffic, Riptide 5800 on final, runway 16, Westchester. Okay, simmer is what we want. That's our, so basically what I'm saying, folks, we're going to be dragging it in for a bit until we hit simmer. The winds are calm, but yet we got 37 coming across. What's the updated winds here? Westchester. Right now they are reporting calm winds, 1 mile visibility. And I have 1,400. We're looking at DH 150. We're going to be down to 150 feet. Now with this wind should start dying down for us a little bit. There's 2,000 altitude hold coming up 2,000. Check. All right, now we're going to hang on to this. We have the localizer track, and we will, when we get glide slope alive, we're going to go ahead and throw the gear down. We'll throw flap 15, and we'll get this thing set. Speed brake's going to come armed, and I'll call final check. Okay, ready? Lights coming on. And we're going to go ILS. Okay, I'm going to do that right now. I just don't want to drag it in, because simmer is only like 5 miles away, so it's like really quick. Gear down, flap 15. I'm just going to do it right now, folks.
Flaps 15.
Set.
Gear down.
just going to get that gear now just because that's one of the things I don't want to deal with. You can see we got the flaps at 15, so we're going to get a little high on the speed. That's fine. I mean on the thrust. Just dragging it in a little bit. That's okay. Again, we want it stable when we hook up. And look at this crosswind. Gosh, these winds better settle down because that is brutal. But she's tracking. ILS is still armed. Wow. Imagine being in this airplane like this. You're like, what the heck's going on? High power. Everything's down and dirty. Why not? I can't even see the runway over here. It's gusty. It should be smooth. Come on. This airplane doesn't do well in gusts. It sure doesn't. All right, here we go. Up 28. I got the speed.
Flaps 28.
Yeah, flaps 40. Final check.
Flaps 4.
Gear.
Down.
Ignition.
Set to Bravo.
Auto spoilers and auto brakes.
Set. Set and checked.
Flaps and slats.
Set and checked.
Landing clearance.
Received.
Final check completed.
Thank you. All right, folks, we're 2,000 feet and we're a little dang high on the approach. The airplane is descending. I'm going to go ahead and reset my 3,000. There we go. Okay. We've regained it, looking good, and the speed should start dying down for us a little bit. It's 29 knots now. 1,000 feet. Man, I'm going to have to take over, aren't I? Okay, I've got the... I got the airplane. I'm going to take it over. Alright, guys, I'm going to take it over. Thrust is mine. Not too crazy.
Approaching 16.
Roger, I got it. I got it.
Light slow. Light slow.
Speed is dying down on us. Not too bad. Speed's good.
500.
Check.
400.
Check. Fighting. 11 knots. Runway's in sight. Check. Visual. Landing.
Light slow. Light slow.
We got it.
Light slow.
Check.
Minimums.
Landing.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
On you beast. Nose gear down.
Spoilers deployed.
Reversers out. Knots.
80 knots. 60 knots.
I got the roll out.
Remaining.
I've got the airplane. Brakes off. There's 1,000 feet left. Boy, that was good work. Gosh, that was good work. Whew. Tell you what, honeymoon period is over. Hockey season full force. Man, that was fun. That was fun.
100 feet remaining.
Thank you. The RAS system doing its thing. Yeah. Whew. That was a nice, dang good, guys. Good work. Nothing like a little bit of sweat here. All right, let's get the wipers on. Ready? Wipers on.
Wipers on.
He gets that right. Westchester traffic, Riptide 5800, clear of runway 16. Okay, I'm going to throw it on the dim. Got the aircraft here. Flaps coming up at 0. It's always something. Sorry guys, I'm just going to keep the lights on until we cross the runway 29 here. Slats coming in. Now. I'll do an after landing check here in just a minute. I'll let this guy do it. The radar is on. Let's turn that off. Westchester traffic, Riptide 5800, crossing runway 29, Westchester. After landing check.
Approaching runways.
Okay, lights off.
After landing check completed.
This is the conclusion of our flight. Please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened until the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign and the aircraft is parked safely at the gate. This will be your indication it is safe to move about the cabin, gather your belongings, and disembark. We'd like to thank you for flying with us today. We appreciate your business and hope to see you again on a future flight.
Well, I'll tell you folks, that gave me a run. I was 0.4 seconds away from pouring the coals on the fire, doing a miss. It got really dicey on that approach. I was waiting for those winds to calm, and it did, but it took it a bit. Manually hand flied it in with the approach. It was really good, you know. It's not like a HUD on the 7.3 that you expect, you know, with the 737, but it's good enough, does the job. Got a lot of fuel on there. We had 2 alternates today. We had Newark and Philly, so plenty of gas. If we had to go around, we could. Plus, we had 20 minutes of holding fuel, so we could have also done that. I'm just goosing up the throttle a little bit just until we get yeah, it is definitely, the honeymoon period is over. I can definitely say it is done and gone. Let's tuck these in here for the next ride. Go. Kept both of them on just to throw number 2 down. Okay, nose lights coming off. Wipers off.
Wipers off.
Wipers to park.
Parking brakes.
Negative. Wipers park. Okay, go ahead and shut this off. He's got the APU running, doesn't he? I don't know. Yes. All right, folks. We made it. Let's do his checks. I'm going to do my checks. Seatbelts off. Pump's coming off. I'm going to flood the tank, flood the cockpit, and we'll open the door. All right, let's get him off. Last thing is... And we're going to say request deboarding. And then when we do that, I'm going to go ahead and throw the galley off. We'll get the airplane on the power, ground power, so we don't have to do that. I'll park the wipers. Let's park those wipers. Where the heck are they? Thank you. And then we are going to go ahead and click additional services. We're going to request the change. Welcome to Westchester, folks. Thanks for watching. That was a nice, spicy approach. And thanks for being members. We appreciate all your support. And hopefully you find these fun. Let me know in the comments if you want to see something else. Until the next time, put the blue side up and the brown side down. We got a long trip coming up. We're going to go from here all the way to Seattle. Lots of fuel.